If you stop overstimulating yourself, your life will skyrocket in every area of life. You will have better chance with women, you will be better with money, you will be more productive, you will be better in communication, you will just better in every area of life. You waste so much of your time, energy and focus by just indulging in pleasure and stimuli that you stopped caring about essential things and things that could improve your life. You waste so much of your time, energy, focus by overindulging in pleasure and stimuli that you forgot about caring about essential things, about things that could bring you further in life and that could be beneficial to you. So let's talk about you and why you should stop overstimulating yourself. First, who am I and why should you listen to me? My name is Marco. I went from being a total scrolling addict with a screen time of over 8 hours each day, with most of it being scrolling on Insta, TikTok, Shorts, or just binge watching on Netflix and on YouTube. With that, I wasted my most precious resource. I wasted my time away. Because of that, my life sucked. I was unproductive, unmotivated, lazy, and I achieved nothing. I just wasted my most precious resource and I wasted away. But luckily for me, with trial and error, with hard work, and with consistency, I was able to stop all of that. I was able to stop my phone addiction, I was able to stop porn, I was able to stop gaming, and I was able to stop scrolling. On top of that, I reduced my screen time and then gained so much new free time. And I filled my free time with productive stuff, with stuff that I actually want to do and that brings me further towards my goals. With my new free time, I improved my body and I went from skinny to muscular. On top of that, I improved my physical and my mental health tremendously. I fixed my poor sleep and now sleep better than 95% of all people. I traveled around in Europe and in Asia. I rediscovered nature and now find the small things in life enjoyable. On top of that, I climbed the highest mountain in Oman. I read around 70 books in German, French and in English. I ran my first competitive 10K and I'm training for a marathon. I started 2 YouTube channels, this one and one in Spanish, and I never spoke a word of Spanish before I started. So I'm learning a new language. I also learned how to play the piano. And most important, I improved my relationship with my family. I was able to do all of that thanks to my compendious 5 pillars of quitting that helped me tremendously in achieving all of that. So if you also want help in any of that area, then click the first link in the description. So let's talk about why you should absolutely stop overstimulating yourself and why it's so detrimental for you. You are numbed down. I think there are several different reasons why you're so overstimulated and so numbed, and we will look at them. First, scrolling and social media. You probably know that social media is bad for you. Social media is bad for you for several different reasons. First, there is short form content. On short form content, you need to realize that whenever you scroll and whenever you watch a video, every video will release a different emotion in your head. One video will make you feel sad. One video makes you feel motivated. Then one video makes you feel anxious. One video makes you feel happy. One video makes you feel bored. One video makes you feel sensitive. One video makes you feel nostalgic and so on. Because of all those different emotions, you are overstimulated with emotions and you're oversaturated with emotions. This leads to you having too many emotions in your head and you feeling oversensitive, over-emotional, and you feeling anxious and depressed. Then, on top of that, you consume also brain rot. This brain rot will waste your brain away because you are what you consume. If you only consume shitty things, then you can only produce shitty things. And if you only consume brain rot, you can only produce brain rot. If you combine all of those things, scrolling and social media is very fucking bad. Because on top of that, you are watching overstimulating videos. You watch 1 minute videos that are hyper edited, that are hyper engaging, that are with loud music, with subtitles, maybe even GTA gameplay. Because you can't focus for 1 fucking minute because you're so overstimulated and because you need so many stimuli to even have something, to even feel something. And that's fucking sick. That's so fucked that you need to watch a 1 minute clip that is hyper edited, hyper cut, hyper stimulating, and you need that so you feel engaged to watch that. You can't watch a video that is unedited, not even for a minute. Why? Because you're overstimulated. So that's why scrolling is so fucked. The next thing is gaming. Gaming is first of all just a time waster, because you level up in a world that doesn't give you anything. Of course, there needs to be a bracket. If gaming is your job, or if you're an e-sporter, then of course continue to game, because you make money of that and you gain status of that and you will make a living out of that. But for most of you watching, you don't have that. So if you game and if you overindulge in games, you will just level up in a fictional world, because you level up in a world that gives you status, because you level up and you get rewards for leveling up in that world. The thing with that is, it doesn't matter in real life, so you just waste your time away. On top of that, games are also overstimulating and are so fucking addictive. Why? Because they have rewards, they have a sense of progress and a sense of community and status. If you combine all of those things, gaming is so fucking addictive, because you get this sense of progression, you get this sense of achievement, you get this sense of community. And the thing is, this could all be good if it would be in real life. But in gaming, you just waste your energy, your time in something that is just useless. And because it's so much fun, because it's so engaging, real life feels dull. Because you need to realize, if you can be a fucking dragon slayer in a fantasy world with dragons, with monsters, with undeads, and you can have magic or different things, real life feels in comparison just dull. And that's true. That's just simply true. So you need to stop gaming so real life feels more fun again. The next thing is binge watching movies, series, or just binge watching on YouTube. There are several different reasons why this is bad for you. The first is, most videos you watch are entertainment, and those are overstimulating because they are overcut, overhyped with music, with edits, and with just stimuli. Why? Because you're fucked up attention. So the people need to overstimulate you so you actually watch them, because your dopamine is so fucked that you need all of those stimuli to watch them. On top of that, on top of being so overstimulating, it's also just a time waster. Especially entertainment, reality TV shows, because those things just waste your time and you have no benefits. If, let's say, you watch a documentary or educational content, then of course, that's a different story. But if you just overstimulate in entertainment, you overstimulate yourself and you fuck up your reward system so fucking much. The next thing is porn. Porn is just fucked. Porn is evil, and there are several reasons for that. First, it fucks up your picture of sex, relationships and love and women. Because when you watch porn, what you actually do is you stare at a two-dimensional screen, alone in a room with just being with yourself. You stare at people having sex. What you actually do is you observe people having sex. You make yourself a cock, because a cock is someone who observes people having sex. And that's what you do. You sit alone in a room, fapping, while looking at people having sex. You're making yourself a cock when watching porn. On top of that, it's also overstimulating and fucking up your reward system, because porn also releases dopamine. Then even on top of that, the most ill thing is you will have performance anxiety, and it can lead to impotency if you continue to watch porn and overindulge in porn. The last thing is drugs. I mean, drugs fuck up your health. If you overindulge in alcohol, it's bad. In weed, it's bad. In harder drugs, it's bad. You know that drugs are bad. The thing is, alcohol is also a drug. Alcohol is also bad. You know it's legal, I know, but alcohol is bad, because alcohol is a drug. And when you drink alcohol, you basically poison yourself, Because inside of your body, what will happen, you process alcohol. And then this process will release a poison inside of your body, inside of your head, inside of your complete body. This poison gives you this pleasure. The thing with that is, this poison goes to your brain. So it destroys your brain, it destroys your organs, it's just fucked. So overindulging in drugs and drugs in general also fuck up your life so much. To summarize that, you fuck up your reward system, you fuck up your dopamine. You fuck up your dopamine with social media, with scrolling, with short form content, with binge watching, with porn, with drugs. Your reward system gets so fucked because all of those things release dopamine. And those things release high amounts of dopamine. Because of that, you are overstimulated, and things like reading, hard work, being productive, they feel so boring. Why? Because you're overstimulated. And that's why you feel also so bored all the time, because you need those things to stimulate yourself because your reward system is fucked. Because of that, you feel unmotivated, unproductive and lazy because you only do things that release highest amount of dopamine, and those things aren't productive and those things aren't very good for you. The next thing is you have an overstimulated mind. You can't focus. You can't focus because your attention span is fucked, because you're overstimulated with emotions, you're overstimulated with different things, with different content you consume, and you're just overstimulated. You can't sit in silence, you are overrested in other people, you're overrested in everything. You spread your attention in so many different branches that you can't focus on a single thing, and with that you don't achieve anything. Because if you distribute your attention and your energy in so many different areas, you can't excel in any area. Because if you try to do so many things, you are bad at all of those things. And the last thing, you're overstimulated with emotions. My guess is because you consume all of those things, you are anxious and depressed, and you're oversensitive. Because right now, so many young people are depressed and anxious. And my guess is because they're overstimulated, because they're oversensitive, because they fuck up their emotion with shorts, with binge watching, with watching so many entertainment. They're just overstimulated. They're not depressed, they're overstimulated, and a symptom is depression. How can you fix that? So basically you need to stop. You need to stop as many things as possible. You need to stop social media, scrolling, binge watching, drugs, eating junk food, porn, etc. One thing I give to you is to quit porn. It's so fucking easy. You don't need to go on NoFap or any other thing. I give you a method that's free, simple and easy to use. This method changed my life. It helped a friend of mine and it will help you. This method is you click the second link in the description. There you will come to a PDF. This PDF will help you to quit porn forever. And just like that, you read this 100 PDF and you will stop porn like this. It is fucking magical. It's insane. So if you want to stop porn, then go to the second link and read this PDF. I'm not affiliated with that. I don't get any money from this. I'm not gaining anything from it. I just want to help you to stop porn because I think porn is so fucking malicious. It's so evil. So I give you this for free because I don't want to gatekeep you this information because porn is so fucking evil. For the other things is you need to become aware that you have a problem. We covered that with that video. Then you need to cut it out. You need to just stop it. You need to stop all of those things. And then you need to replace it. Because the things you cut out are habits. And when you cut all of those things out, you create a void. You create a time void. This time void needs to be filled, or it will be filled again with those bad habits. So it needs to be filled with good habits, with productive things, with stuff that you actually want to do. And if you combine all of those things, becoming aware, cutting out, and then replacing it, you will be able to stop it, you will be able to stop overstimulating yourself, and you will have a better life, guaranteed. Guaranteed. So, for those of you who want a guided way to stop your phone addiction, to stop game addiction, to stop scrolling, to reduce your screen time, to then having more free time and also learn how to manage your new free time better so you can invest in new habits, learning new skills, and also focusing on what you actually want to do and pursuing your goals by being able to manage your time better, then click the first link in the description. There you will come to my compendious 5 pillars of quitting that will help you with all of that. So, on that note, have a great day, sleep well, and I see you in the next one. Goodbye!